Good morning, students. This video is for the students of class 7, subject mathematics, and this is lecture number 4 of chapter number 5, lines and angles. In this lecture, we are going to discuss. First, we will discuss about intersecting and parallel lines. After this, we will learn about angles made by transversal. Okay, so let us start with intersecting and parallel lines. So first one is parallel lines. What are parallel lines? Two or more lines which never intersects and have same distance at every point between them. What this says? It says two or more lines which never intersects and have the same distance, perpendicular distance between them. If I am taking these 2 points, the distance of these 2 points, and if I am taking these two distance between these distance at these 2 points, and if I am taking distance at these 2 points, the distance remains same. If this is 5, so this will be also 5, this will be also 5 centimeter if you are taking in centimeter. Okay, so parallel lines are the lines drawn in a plane if they don't have any common point, or you can say they do not meet. Okay, in these figures, line, if I am giving name this as L and M, L and M have no point in common, or you can say they will never meet or intersect. So these lines are parallel, and this is the symbol of parallel. If I am saying line L is parallel to M, how you will write? I will write like this: L is parallel to M. This is the symbol of parallel. Okay, if suppose this is P and Q, here also I am observing these are two lines which never intersect, which never meet, and distance between them, perpendicular distance between them remains same at every point. Okay, so we can say P is parallel to Q. This is the sign of parallel. Okay, always remember the distance between two parallel lines remains same. Always the distance remains same. Okay, so this is parallel lines. Now come to intersecting lines. Two lines L and M are intersecting lines if they have a point in common, or you can say if those two lines intersects or meet. So here I am taking the example. Suppose this is line L and this is M. They both have one point in common. Okay, this is the one point. Both the line have one point in common. Okay, so this is known as point of intersection. The point where two lines meet or intersect, that is known as point of intersection. Okay, so these are intersecting lines. Those lines which intersects, they are known as intersect lines. Here also in this figure, these two lines, if I am giving this name as P and Q, these two lines are intersecting because they are meeting at this point. That is, if I am giving this as point O, so that point is known as point of intersection. Okay, so these are the examples of intersecting lines, and these are the examples of parallel lines. Now next one is a transversal. Okay, this is transversal. This is a new word for you. This is transversal. It is also a line, but which type of line? Let us learn. A line, it means a transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines in a plane. Okay, suppose if you are having two lines P and Q, and one more line is intersecting these 2 points at different points. This line intersecting these two lines at different points. So this is known as transversal. Okay, the line which intersect two or more lines. Here in this case I am taking only two lines. The line that intersects two lines in a plane at different point is known as transversal. Simply means it is a line which intersect two or more lines at different point. So this is transversal. In this case, if I am taking two lines as P and Q, and here I am observing that L is intersecting these two lines at two different points. So this is known as transversal. It is a line, okay, the line which intersect two or more lines. Here in this case I am taking two lines. The lines may be two or three. Okay, so that is known as a transversal. It is a kind of line. Okay, so this is a line which intersect two or more lines at different points. So this is transversal. Now types of angles formed by a transversal with two lines. We will learn the types of angle formed by a transversal. It means transversal is a line with two lines. If a transversal intersect two lines, then the angle formed by the transversal on these two lines, or you can say on these two different points, we will learn about those angles. Okay, so if a transversal intersect two lines, there will be a formation of 8 angles. This is 1 angle, 2 angle, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is given in your NCERT book, page number 105. Okay, while watching the video, just open your book and come to page number 105. This is given angle made by the transversal. Here I have given the names 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can give any name because but I have given these name according to your book. Okay, so it is given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one thing you have to learn, that you have to remember that whenever a transversal I told you it is a line that intersect two lines. Okay, here in this case L is a transversal and M and N are two lines that is intersected by line L, that is transversal. So this transversal will make 8 angles. So about these 8 angles we will learn in this. Okay, so these are the angles formed by this transversal. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 angles total in numbers. Now in these angles, some angles are known as interior angles and some are known as exterior angles. Interior means the angles which are inside the lines. Okay, so this is a line M and N, which are the angles which are inside the line. So angle 3, 4, 5, 6 are inside the line. They are just inside line M and N. Okay, because these are the 4 angles which are inside these two intersecting lines. So these are known as interior angles. So I have written angle 3, 4, 5, 6 are known as interior angles. Okay, the angles, now exterior angles, the angles which are not interior, or you can say the angles which are forming at the exterior of the lines. So these are the two lines. This is the exterior and this is the exterior. So the angles formed on these two parts, that is angle 1, 2, 7, 8, they are known as exterior angles. Okay, so in these 8 angles, 4 angles are interior, that are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4 are exterior, that are 1, 2, 7, 8. Okay, I hope these two concepts are clear, what are interior and what are exterior. Now next is corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? This is also a new name for you. So we will learn what are corresponding angles. What type of angles are known as corresponding angles? So first we will learn what do you mean by corresponding. Corresponding means the matching position. Okay, here we are dealing with angles. So we will learn about corresponding angles. So the corresponding angles are the angles that are in matching positions between the transversal and the two lines. Matching position means, if I am talking about angle 2 is just above this line. So here we have 2 angles above the line, that is 5 and 6. Okay, now on the same side of transversal, this is at left side, so you have to see the left side. So this 2 is corresponding to 6. Same side angle and above the angle. So this is 2 is corresponding to 6. Same for 1. 1 is on the, sorry, these are the on the right side of this transversal, and these one, this 1 and 5. These two angles are above the line and to the left of this line. To the left of the transversal and to the above of the intersecting line. So 1 and 5 are at matching position. So they are known as corresponding angles. Okay. Now 3 and 7 are corresponding angles. 4 and 8 are corresponding angles because their positions matching. Their position matches. Okay. 4 is downward the line, so 8 is downward the line, and they are on both sides, same side of the transversal. Okay, so these are known as corresponding angles. So we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles. So that are 2 and 6, 1 and 5, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Because we are giving these angles, we are making their combination on the basis of their position. Same position, same corresponding position. And these naming of the angles and this recognition you have to learn. Okay, because these 2 and 6 are the pair of corresponding angles. So this we have 4 pairs. 4 and 6 are corresponding. 1 and 5 are corresponding angles. 3 and 7. And this 4 and this 8. So we have 4 pairs of corresponding angles, means the matching position, angle 1 and 5, angle 2 and 6, 3 and 7, and angle 4 and 8. This you have to learn where are the corresponding angles whenever two lines intersect by a transversal. Okay, this is the name. These angles are known as corresponding angles, and these are on the basis of their matching position. Okay, so these are corresponding angles. We have 4 pairs and I have written each pair. This is given in NCERT book also on page number 105. I hope this is clear to you. Corresponding angles means same matching position. They always exist in pairs and we have 4 pairs. Okay. Now next type of angle that is made by transversal is alternate angles. Alternate angles. Okay, so what are alternate angles? Alternate, we have 2 types in this case, alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. Here I am only explaining the naming of the triangles. Okay, so alternate interior, as the name suggests, interior. Interior means inside the lines, and we know that 3, 4, 5, 6 are the interior angles. This I have discussed in discussed at previous page. 3, 4, 5, 6 are the interior angles, and we have to find alternate interior. It means alternate interior means just alternate side and inside. Okay, inside the line and alternate position of the transversal. So here the pairs are 3 and 6 and 5 and 4. These are alternate. Alternate means just opposite. Okay, and interior means inside the line. So 5 and 4 will make the alternate interior, and 3 and 6. Okay, so there are 2 pairs of alternate interior, 3 and 6, angle 3 and 6, and angle 4 and 5. Okay, this I have written. These are known as alternate interior angles. Same for alternate exterior angles, only the difference is they must be exterior angles. So we have 4 exterior angles, 1, 2, 7, 8. Exterior angle means the exterior angle means the angles which are outside the line. Okay, and these are the 2 lines. These are the angles which are inside. So the outside angles are, or you can say the exterior, 1, 2, 7, 8. These are the exterior angles. So we have to take alternate exterior angles. So only we have to select pairs from the exterior angle. So alternate angle means opposite to the transversal. So 1 and 6, 8 are the alternate opposite angles. Sorry, alternate exterior angles, and 7 and 2 is the pair of alternate opposite alternate exterior angles. So we have two pairs, angle 1 and 8 and angle 2 and 7. These are known as alternate exterior angles. Exterior means outside angles, outside the line, and alternate means opposite to the transversal line. Okay, here 8 is just opposite to 1, so they are alternate exterior, and 7 is just opposite to 2, so it is alternate exterior. Okay, so we have two pairs of alternate interior angles and two pairs of alternate exterior angles. Now next type of angle is co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. Co means together, interior means inside the lines, angles. Okay, so we have to find the co-interior angles. So co-interior means together and inside the lines. So these are the two lines, and this pair 3 and 5 is the first pair of co-interior angle, and 4 and 5 is 6. This is 6. Okay, 4 and 6 is the pair of co-interior angles. Co means together, interior means together inside the lines. So means this 4 and 6 is the first pair of co-interior angles, and 3 and 5 is the second pair of co-interior angles. These naming and these recognition only you will get by learning. Okay, so you have to learn these recognition and the naming of the angles. So these are the two pairs of co-interior angles, angle 3 and angle 5, angle 6 and 4. This is given on page number 105 of your NCERT. Okay. Now we will learn about properties of angles made by transversal with two parallel lines. Okay, suppose you are having these two parallel lines and this is a transversal. Okay, because this is intersecting the two lines. Here in this case I am taking parallel lines. Okay, so this line is intersecting these two parallel lines, so this L line is known as transversal, and M and N are parallel lines. Now what are the properties? Each pair of corresponding angles are equal if the lines are parallel. If the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are always equal. This you will use while finding the angles. This property you will use in the questions, that if the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. And I told you where are the corresponding angles. Angle this and this is the first pair because they are on the same position. This is first pair. This and this. This is the second pair. And third pair is this and downwards. Third pair because they are at the matching position. And this is the fourth pair. Okay, so we have four pair of corresponding angles, and whenever the lines are parallel, then we can say these angles are equal. So this is the first property. Whenever the lines are parallel, then each pair of corresponding angles are equal. So you must know where the corresponding angles made whenever a transversal intersect two lines. Okay, now next is each pair of alternate angles are equal. We have learned about alternate exterior and alternate interior angles. So alternate interior and exterior angles are also equal whenever the lines are parallel. Suppose, let me give these name: angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, these are the angles. Now alternate angles are equal. Angle 3 is alternate to 6. These are alternate interior. They must be equal when lines are parallel. 5 and 6, 5 and 4, they are also alternate interior angles. They are also equal whenever the lines are parallel. 1 and 7 are equal. 2 and 8. 1 and 7 is the pair of alternate exterior angles, and 2 and 8 is also the pair of alternate exterior angles. The naming and the recognition I have already told you. So these are equal whenever the lines are parallel. Third property is each pair of co-interior angles are supplementary. Supplementary means 180. If the lines are parallel, So the sum of co-interior angles means this and this, their sum must be 180. This is only in the case when the lines are parallel. In the case of intersecting lines, their sum may or may not be, their sum is not equal to 180. But in the case of parallel line, their sum is always 180, and same for this pair. Angle 1 and 2, these are these co-interior angle, one pair of co-interior angle, and this is second pair. Okay, so their sum must be 180, or you can write it the same as the sum of measure of each pair of co-interior angles is 180 degree. Okay, so the simply it is saying if the lines are parallel, then the sum of co-interior angles must be 180. The recognition of co-interior angles, where are the co-interior angles, I have told in the previous concept that you have to learn. Okay, so these are the properties. Now for proof, how you can say these are equal? For proof, you have to read the pages of NCERT that is given. If I explain here, you get confused. So I am not explaining the proof, but if you want to know the proof, you can read your NCERT book. Okay. Now come to the next topic, that is conditions of parallelism. It means what are the conditions when we can say that lines are parallel. Okay. So the properties that we have learned in the previous concept, this topic is about talking about that only. Okay, the converse is also true. What the converse? If two lines are cut by a transversal such that if two lines, let me explain. Suppose these are the two lines. If these two lines are cut by a transversal, this is cut by a transversal such that a pair of corresponding angles, alternate angles equal. It means, and if the corresponding angles are equal, or you can say alternate angles are equal, then lines are parallel. Okay, here I have written two conditions. If the corresponding angles are equal, then we can say the lines are parallel. If alternate angles are equal, then we can say lines are parallel. And same for third. If the sum of co-interior angles are supplementary, means 180, then we can say the lines are parallel. It means this is just converse of the previous property. If corresponding angles are equal, then we can say lines are parallel. This is the first one. Second one, if alternate angles are equal, then we can say the lines are parallel. Okay, if a pair of co-interior angles are supplementary, then we can say the lines are parallel. So let me give you an example of this concept. So suppose these are two lines. I am not saying they are parallel. Just you have to, just in question it is written then that L and M are two lines and P is a transversal. This angle is equal to 45 degree and this is also 45 degree. Now tell me, are these two lines parallel? So you have to just check these conditions. If corresponding angles are equal, then we can say lines are parallel. If any one of the pair, not all the pairs you have to check, any one of the pair you have to check, and you have the choices. Either you can check corresponding angles, or you can check vertically, you can check alternate interior angles, or you can check sum of co-interior angle must be 180. So here in this case, these are alternate interior angles. So these are equal. So I can say that line L is parallel to M. Let me give you one example. These are the two lines, and if I am saying this angle 70 degree and this is also 70 degree, can you say line L is parallel to M? Yes, we can say, because these are corresponding angles, and we have learned that if corresponding angles are equal, any one of the pair, then lines are parallel. So I will write line L is parallel to M. Okay. Now third condition, if I am saying This is 70 degree and this is 110 degree. These are co-interior angles. And if their sum comes out to be 180, that is supplementary, then we can say the lines are parallel. And their sum is 180. So I can say line L is parallel to M. I hope you are getting this. Okay. So if alternate angles are equal, then we can say lines are parallel. Okay, if corresponding angles are equal, any one of the pair, then lines are parallel. And if sum of co-interior angles is 180 or supplementary, then lines are parallel. And the converse of this also true. If now let us take the concept, let us take the question on previous concept. I am saying line L is parallel to M. This is given to be X and this is given 45. And I am saying that lines are parallel. Find the value of X. So X will be what? X will be 45 degree because of corresponding angles, because they are on matching position, and it is also given that lines are parallel. So we have learned that if lines are parallel, then these two corresponding angles are equal. Okay, and its converse will be, if corresponding angles are equal, then lines will be parallel. And the recognition of the angle you must learn. Okay, otherwise you get confused. So first you have to learn the recognition of the angles, then you have to solve the questions. Okay, now come to the homework. Your homework is you have to do question number 1 and 2 of exercise 5.2 in your homework notebook, and you have to learn the position and naming of the angles. It means you have to learn the recognition of the angles made by the transversal on lines, either on intersecting or on parallel lines. Okay, so this is your homework. Just learn the naming of the angles and their position. Okay, so thank you so much.